What's poppin'? It's your boy, the boy, Henry Heck, back at it again with another video. And today, it's bleak. It's bleak over there at Xbox, man. It is so bleak that these guys are port-begging Nintendo. Ever since this news broke that, Xbox is potentially putting games on Nintendo, potentially putting games on PlayStation, these folk have lost their minds. I seen one tweet where an individual was like, it's only fair to put Hi-Fi Rush on Nintendo if they give us Metroid Prime. It's one of the recent Metroid games. I'm like, bruh, y'all don't even have the leverage to keep y'all own games on your platform. What makes you think Nintendo is finna throw y'all Metroid Dread, that's what it was. Nintendo finna throw y'all Metroid Dread just for y'all to not buy it. They gonna waste time, money, and resources. I could've just said resources because all that's resources. They gonna waste all of them resources to put the game over there just for y'all to ask if it's gonna be day one on Game Pass. They not doing that. They are not doing that. The whole reason this even is coming to fruition, possibly, is because y'all don't buy no games. Y'all don't purchase no games. Anytime a game come out, it's gonna be day one on Game Pass. Oh, I'll play it if it was gonna be on Game Pass. If it's not day one on Game Pass, y'all not touching it. Y'all are not touching it. PC is carrying y'all game sales. PC is carrying Starfield. All this hype by Hi-Fi Rush, y'all ain't even play it. You did not even play it. So you making demands over a game that you didn't even touch. And it don't make no sense to me. Not all of a sudden, it's rumors that PlayStation about to put games on Xbox. What I find curious is, where were these rumors 2-3 months ago that PlayStation was putting game on Xbox? They were nowhere to be seen. The only reason they popping up now is because Xbox is about to do it. If Xbox wasn't about to do it, you wouldn't hear nothing about no PlayStation game coming to Xbox. Nothing. You wouldn't hear nothing about Spider-Man 1 and 2 coming to Xbox. You wouldn't hear nothing. Now all of a sudden, their platform of choice is leaning more into third party, possibly. Now PlayStation about to do the same thing. There's all kind of lies bubbling up. I also seen Cole Eatwood talking about console shrinkage. The only console shrinkage is Xbox. Nintendo posting record numbers, PlayStation posting record numbers. PlayStation said themselves, stop it. PlayStation posting winning numbers. PlayStation doing numbers. Even the engagement numbers they starting to post now. Talking about console market is shrinking. Yeah, it's shrinking. Because Xbox done lost so much ground. That's what, if shrinkage coming from anywhere, it's Xbox. Everybody posting record highs, the only person posting record lows is Phil and the boys. You doggone right they finna put these games somewhere else where people actually buy and support. If they can sell a game over here on PlayStation, Nintendo, $70, you should be happy. Because that will mean more support for your Xbox studios. Instead of sitting up here waiting on something to go to the Game Pass for y'all just not to play it. Might as well put that joint on PlayStation, let a guy pay that joint. Buy that joint for 70 bones. I'm not interested in Hi-Fi Rush. I'm not interested in Starfield. I'm good. You can keep them joints for all I care. Keep them. But when you looking at it as Xbox looking at it, and they see the rate to which Nintendo gamers buy games, PlayStation gamers buy games. We have properties that PlayStation gamers have historically supported. Bethesda. We have these titles over here. And you got a game like Hi-Fi Rush. A lot of people seem to think it'll do well on Nintendo. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I'm just not too in tune with how the Nintendo mind works. I don't know. Maybe it will. It's got a kitty kind of vibe. It's rhythm based, and I don't know, to be honest with you, if they'll play it or not. I wouldn't. But I also don't play majority of what go over there on Nintendo. Last thing I cut on the Switch was Tears of the Kingdom. I played that joint 4-5 hours and I cut that joint off. You know, I'm just cool. In 2023, 2024, to pay $70 for a last gen game, I'm not about to do it. But that's just me. A lot of people will. A lot of people bought their game, support their game, love their game. I just did. But if they can put a joint over here where we buy support, then in order to actually make some money, instead of just out here blowing money on getting games on Game Pass for people to not to play it, just to add to the catalog and just sit there. You know what I mean? Of course, let's put this game out here for these folks who actually buy support and complete games. It 100% makes sense. 100% makes sense. And to not like that, I get not liking it, because you gonna want your first party studios to focus on making games for your platform, which in my mind they still gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? They gonna drop the games Nintendo, PlayStation, year and a half, 2 years, kind of like what PlayStation doing PC. Put that joint over there, yeah, 18 months later. I think it was Herman Holt said 18 months later. Aside from games that have like a multiplayer component, I think is what it's gonna be. If it's got multiplayer on there, I think they gonna throw that joint on there with PC also. I think that's how it's gonna go, because even with the stuff with the new Spider-Man, it got multiplayer components, so that's why it might come over there to, again, speculation, we don't know, plans change all the time. That's why it's gonna be a day one PC situation, or it could just be the multiplayer aspect this day. I don't know. You know what I mean? I didn't really look too much into the rumors, because that shit ain't coming out no time soon, no way. But to be out here, back to the original point, to be out here port begging, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it, because usually it's the PC guys that do this. And it's a certain demographic of PC guy that does this. You got your higher tier PC persons, they don't necessarily do this. You know what I'm saying? They content with playing they 2-3 games a year, modding the heck out of it, getting the most top performance out of it. You know what I mean? Here and there, they'll wait for the God of War to come on over there. They'll wait for your Spider-Man. They'll wait for your Horizon. They'll wait for your they'll wait for your Ghost of Tsushima to come over there. And then they'll play it, and then that's what they'll do. They'll just keep playing and play Overwatch, and what else they be playing? They still playing the Cyberpunk. They got the path ray tracing. They still playing that. You know what I mean? But it's like the lower tier PC individuals whom PCs don't even compete with the next gen console. It's barely on par. Barely on par. This need to come to PC. This need to come to PC. I can't wait for this to come to PC. Oh, this need to come to PC. Put this on PC. Wolverine gonna be on PC. It's usually those type of guys. But in light of this, Xbox moving closer to third party news. Ooh, they in shambles. They are in shambles over there. Goodness gracious, they in shambles. I ain't never seen it this bad. I ain't ever seen it this bad. Usually, they wouldn't be studying no movie game. They wouldn't be studying no game. It's just they make is movie games. All they make is movie games, over the shoulder movie games. Now they asking for them. Now they asking for them purely because Phil Spencer, the Xbox leadership, they sick of them. Phil Spencer, now they sick of y'all. They sick of y'all Xbox games. They tired of it. All you do is ask for stuff. You don't support nothing. You jump on Twitter crying. You jump on Twitter lying. And they sick of you. This man Phil Spencer had to go out here and explain to these folk what a first party game is. Here in 2024, folk having to be explained to what a first party game is. But they asking for game. You don't even know what a first party studio is. The first party game is. They in shambles over there at Xbox University. They in shambles over there. That whole campus over there in shambles. And like I said, to a degree, I feel for them, because you gonna want your platform to have its own games dedicated to that platform, because that's when you're gonna get your best games. You're gonna get your best games that way. You got outliers like Capcom, who are able to deliver succulent performance across multiple platforms at once. But usually, when you got multi-platform launches, like this Last of Us port from last year, oh my goodness. And they rushed that. You can tell this 12 to 18 month timeline, in order to get the games over there and get them running well, they need that. They need every hour of that. And because you see it in the work, and you can blame I forget the name of this, Iron Galaxy. You can blame them all you want to. But if Iron Galaxy, that bird scared the hell out of me. If Iron Galaxy had the full 18 months, I'm hard pressed to believe that port would have been as poor as it was. You know what I mean? Folks want stuff now, and that's my main thing to why it's a problem for me when these games go over there to PC. Because we don't get the quality we need to get. We don't get the quality we used to get. You know what I mean? Xbox ain't got to worry about that, because their quality been here, there, everywhere the whole generation. They ain't really had no superb quality. You know what I mean? It's always issues. Stuff always missing. It don't never look as good as it looked when they first showed it to you. Modes missing, maps missing, textures missing. It's just performance missing. It's always issues. They big games still stuck at 30 FPS. It's a problem over there. Hellblade, rest assured Hellblade 2 finna be like 30. Except on PC. Rest assured Hellblade 2 finna be 30. Oh my goodness. And it's gonna be all good, because they used to that over there. They've been conditioned to deal with that over there again. Because before Starfield came out, if it's 30 frames, it's a problem. Certain individuals said it's a problem if it's 30 frames. Then it come out, the same individual bragging about how good it run on the S. It ought to run good on the S, because everybody's playing the S version, except on PC. If you got a Series X, you playing the S version, of course it's gonna run good. If you got a S, you playing the S version anyway, of course it's gonna run good. You know what I'm saying? But hey man, they brought this on themselves. That Game Pass mentality has pushed Xbox into third party. Everybody talking about Xbox about to buy Sega. Nope. Xbox about to become Sega about this joint. They about to become Sega, putting their joints all everywhere. That's why they getting all cozy with Sega. You know what I'm saying? They getting real cozy. They trying to see how to go about doing this third party situation. They about to happen. That's what's about to happen, because it's not like, brother, Game Pass is not sustainable. To help with Game Pass not being sustainable, sell these games on these other platforms to make up for the money they not making. These folks spend billions upon billions upon billions upon billions, and they need a return on that billion. They need a return. Best way to go ahead and get them returns, sell these games elsewhere. Especially with these Bethesda games, because with the way the timed exclusivity was going between Bethesda and PlayStation, these games have a PS5 version. These games have Hi-Fi Rush has a PS5 version. Starfield has a PS5 version. They not finna get time exclusivity for Deathloop, Ghostwire Tokyo, and you think they weren't finna get no time exclusivity with Starfield, which is the whole reason Xbox bought them in the first place, because they didn't want that to happen. You can bet your bottom goddamn dollar it's a PS5 build of that Starfield. Rest assured, it's a PS5 build at Starfield. And goodness gracious, if that joint on PS5 and it run 60 FPS, ooh my goodness. Ooh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All this pain and suffering and chaos and destruction you see on this timeline from your Xbox brethren, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be a lot of hooting and hollering over there. A ton of hooting and hollering. You know, but I just want to touch on that right quick, man, because that's all I've been seeing for like a week. For like a week, these folks is hooting, hollering, crying, begging, pleading. man, you see some of these folks on these Xbox podcasts, the way they so passionate about supporting Xbox, they done stuck it out. They sound like a battered loved one. They sound like they in an abusive marriage over there. I done stuck with you for thick and thin. It's supposed to be all time. Like the woman been with the guy while he was broken and disheveled. Now he done worked his way up, got millions and millions and millions of dollars. Now he done threw her to the wayside, got him a white woman now. When and got him one of them snow bunnies. And she over here mad because she don't get nothing after sticking with him for all the time. It's crazy over there, man. I feel for you though. Because I'm going to go ahead and say, if PlayStation were doing the same thing, I would feel away. They start putting stuff on PC, and we see them taking advantage of certain features over there, and its capabilities that the PlayStation 5 itself has that they ain't giving us. You know what I mean? Dev time being pushed. We can't play stuff we supposed to have been playing. We could have been playing, but it's getting pushed because PC. Like it's a lot of stuff going on betwixt that. The PlayStation Nation ain't got no problem speaking up. The problem with Xbox is they wait till after the fact. They should have been saying something. They should have been, every time the NPD come out and one of their games ain't, they should have been hooting and hollering in with their brethren. Every time they seen someone asking about some day one on Game Pass, they should have said something to them. Hey man, even if it ain't, you still need to support this game. Even if it ain't, you still need to go out and support this studio. They've been paid already. The devs have been paid. That's what they say. The devs have been paid. Alright. They finna get paid again by Nintendo and PlayStation. I'm going ahead and tell you. But that's all I got for right now, man. I'll catch y'all in the next one. I'm out.